Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz News and Entertainment with a Buzz. There's a popular saying by some wise men, it goes a little bit, or a little something like this. Every day that the bucket goes to the well, one day the bottom is going to drop out. Well, it seems as if, it is obvious that the bottom of the bucket drop out for some criminal elements from Kingston, St. Andrew, that went on a mission in a Portland to rob a Western Union that was more than likely robbed two times before by the same set of individuals. These individuals not limited to a man, a mother, and a girlfriend. He was one of the persons that got caught up by the police or armed, lies a firearm holder, being that the owner and probably the security at that Western Union. So pretty much 11 individuals, at least 3 vehicles, went on a mission of robbery in a Portland. However, like them say, man a plan, gotta wipe out. It seems as if the owner, being the victim twice before in the last year, so this would have been the third attempt on said establishment, the Western Union. He decided that he was going to have an armed security stay overnight over the weekend. Should in case the same individuals or other individuals decide that they want to be ambitious and rob the place once again. The security was there when he heard some rumbling. People had tried tear off the grill. People had tried enter the establishment. That was when the security called the owner. The owner then summons the police, and the owner, security guard already in place, and the police went on the scene of the crime and caught these persons red-handed. I want you to take a listen, take a look at the play-by-play that was given to Cliff Hughes on his radio program by this individual that was obviously there or had information privy to exactly what took place, and then I'll give my piece. I will also be playing the videos of the suspects that are in the vehicles of the police officers when they were caught, some of them injured, some of them acting as if they are innocent, but everybody knows that is not the case. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
There's a story emerging out of Portland this morning, and our correspondent in Portland is Winston Malcolm. Good morning, Winston.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes.
Tell us what happened in Portland this morning.
Well, I'm in my hometown, which is Oak Bay, quiet town of Oak Bay on the coastline.
Yeah.
10 miles east of Portland town, west of Portland town, 10 miles east of Oak Bay. At about 2:30 a.m. this morning, several residents were alerted woke up by gunshots. And at about 6:45, I came on the scene of the Western Union on the main street in Oak Bay, the Western Union. There was an attempt robbery at the Oak Bay Western Union by about 5 gunmen who were on the scene. So when they took over and dig off the back of the door of the Western Union and took power machine and cut the grill. But there was a security guard on duty inside of the Western Union. He stays there on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. So when he heard and saw what was happening, he alerted the owner, to Georgia Pete, of Pete establishment in Portland, a popular businessman in Portland. The owner told him not to fire any shot until he gets there. He was about 5 miles away at his home in St. Marcus Gate. And they called the police for backup. When they got to the scene, the robbers were entering the store and the guard inside opened fire on them. Then the police and the owner started to fire, but the 5 were inside. 1 died inside. 1 was shot in the eye, in the left eye. 1 was shot in the hip. 1 was shot on his feet. ran to the sea because the sea is about 25 yards away from the building.
That's right across the road.
Yes, they
If
ran
you know
to the
Hope
beach.
Bay. Yeah.
Yes, they ran to the beach.
Uh-huh.
And apparently, the one who had the gun, he got shot in the shoulder and his thigh. And he went to, the police is suspect that he went to bury the gun, but he you could see he's drawing on the blood trail. But the police is right there now searching for the gun. So when the police now realized what happened now, there was two ladies, one related to the guy, mother, and his girlfriend, was heading to the beach. They changed their clothes and put on bathing suits. Like they were going to the beach in the early morning. But they did not know that the police were still on the scene, so the police got back out and they turned around and started to walk past. The police tracked them and held on to them. So then they found two other cars on the road. It was three vehicles, two cars and a taxi bus. They told the police, Mr. Hughes, that they are from Brandon Hill in St. Andrew.
From where?
Brandon Hill in St. Andrew.
Brandon
Hill.
Brandon Hill.
In St. Andrew.
Uh-huh.
But the police is now saying that's misguided information to throw them off guard.
Uh-huh.
It is alleged that they are from Montego Bay in western Jamaica, St. James, Montego Bay.
Yes.
So their police have now 7 men in custody, 4 women, and 1 died and 2 battling for life in the Port Antonio Hospital.
2 battling for life at Port Antonio?
Hospital, yeah. So the quiet town of Hope Bay, this is the 3rd time the Western Union has been. It was robbed 2 times and this was the 3rd attempt.
How long ago were those 2 attempts?
One happened last year and maybe earlier the same year, last year. So that's why the owner has put off as licensed firearm security inside the building on weekends.
Yeah, that explains it.
On weekend, normally they rob a Friday night, first one, and then a Saturday night. So the police normally patrol the area regular. But Sundays are quiet night, so they came Sunday morning. The wee hours of Sunday morning they came.
Yes.
It is believed, Mr. Hughes, and the police, as the writers as well, that there's a Confederate who lives in the area on the beach, but they will not say we're on the beach.
All right, and you don't need to say anything more than that.
Okay.
So go ahead.
And the police is now, they are still on the beach, coming for good. And I just got a report about 10 minutes ago, before I came on here, that the police have picked up 2 ladies and a man walking on the beach, heading towards Orange Bay, because apparently they don't know the area. So they are following the beach to go to head west, heading back to Kingston or St. James or St. Mary. So the police, those persons have been at a different station. So I can't say, but I was told it's 2 men and a man. So the investigation is going on and the police is combing the beach looking for firearms as I speak.
So, Mr. Malcolm, we're talking with our Portland correspondent, Winston Malcolm, who is telling us about an incident early this morning, in Hope Bay at a Western Union outlet. And according to Winston's reporting, 7 gunmen, including 4 women, and 4 women are in police custody. So in total, Winston, 11 people are in the custody of the police. Yes. And one of the robbers is dead.
His name is Orlando. All the police his name is Orlando. Nothing more. They will not his last name. His first name.
Orlando,
yes.
Oh. So
and he's about 24
yes.
years old.
Yeah. Well, and the police are still on the scene doing further investigations. What about the security guard who was inside the Western Union outlet? He's okay?
He's fine. He wasn't shot.
Okay.
He opened fire it was a operation which was conducted between the owner of the building, the security guard, and the police.
Yes.
So they told him when to shoot, when they were on location. So apparently they don't know the area that well. So they head to the beach.
Yes. Wow.
So one of the things that has led the police some information that is critical is that the guy who got shot in his hip, he drew himself to the beach and he left a bag and a cell phone on the tree. And his mother, who was a part of the persons who were involved, were in a car out on the main road, about 25 yards from the building.
Okay.
She came, changed her clothes with another young lady, and going to the beach now to pick up the gun, the police leave the bag and the phone. When they saw the police coming, she spun around and turned, and the police tracked them and held them.
Yes.
The police have found the phone with vital information. The bag have some information as well, but the gun, the police is still combing the beach for
Okay.
the gun.
Winston, thank you very much. This is very good reporting from you. Yes? Thank you so much, Winston. And stay with it. And of course, be in touch with the newsroom.
For the 12 o'clock news, we're supposed to have some new information on
Thank
the
you.
two persons who were held heading to Boston.
Very good reporting. Winston Malcolm, our Portland correspondent there. So the big news, Western Union outlet in the town of Hope Bay was set upon early this morning. Unknown to the would-be robbers, there was an armed security guard in the building, and he opened fire. The owner of the premises and the police joined, and at the end of the day, one of the would-be robbers is dead. Others are injured. The police have 7 men in custody and 4 women. It seems as if they are not from Hope Bay, and because of the pattern of robbing the Western Union outlet in Hope Bay, the people there were, had put certain precautions in place.
Now, people, you heard it for yourself. Once bitten, twice shy. This would have been the third attempt on that business on a weekend. You know, say weekend, that is when most of the remittance comes in from those establishments. So the people, based on what they said, they had a spot lion that lives right across the street at the beach that is giving information to these criminal elements. They are collaborating. But like I said, man a plan, gotta wipe out. Every day that the bucket goes to the well, one day the bottom drop out. And we see say the bottom of the barrel dropped out on these criminal elements, 11 or so. 3 carloads, including one individual, his mother and a girlfriend. Everybody in the family are criminals. Now, people, when you hear the owner of the establishment call the security and tell the security don't shoot until he gets there, don't know, that kind of sounds weird. Don't know what kind of strategic plan that was, because that security would have had to be spontaneous, depend on if him shooting dependent on his life or his life dependent on it. So based on what the reporters say, after the thing was foiled, the robbery, one of these suspects tried to run across the street and hide the gun in the sun, told the mother that he was going to hide the gun in the sun under some ackee tree. The mother, being a part of the crew, girlfriend being a part of the crew, acted as if they were going to the beach to take a little swim in a bathing suit. So it seems as if they had everything planned out. These criminal elements, when they were held, they told the police that they are from the Kingston St. Andrew area. It seems as if the police is further finding out information that that is not a fact. They are more than likely from St. James, Montego Bay area. Criminal elements, more than likely. The same people were robbed the same place 2 times before, coming for a third time. The third time was a charm. However, in the third time, them lose them 3 points, and one of them was sent 6'6", and two others are battling for their life. One of them get caught in I'm shoulder, one of them get caught in I'm eye. Hope he sees what is going on and come to the realization that crime does not pay. At the end of the day, 7 men, 4 women, including girlfriend and mother, are all a part of this conspiracy to rob. However, the robbery was foiled. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, coincidence or a chain of unfortunate events. I am speaking about a couple of police that was pulling off a mission, traffic stop, traffic violation, trying to find some criminal elements in the Miami Bay St. Anne region, to be specific. It is said that a whole bunch of police in a jeep, in a car, in all sorts of government vehicle was conducting random stops. While they were conducting random stop, pull over a vehicle, checking the vehicle's documentation. That was when a vehicle, Probox to be specific, was blazing at not speeds, licked down the police officer, run at the vehicle in which the police officers had stopped, injured a couple of people in the vehicle, injured the driver of that Probox. When that Probox crashed into the people in vehicle and licked down the police officer, 2 individuals alighted from that Probox, take with themselves, running at the nearby bushes. However, the driver of said Probox, he was so badly injured, he did not get a chance to run. When the police checked him, they realized that there was 2 cell phone, ski masks, and everything. It seems as if these individuals were coming off a mission of robbery. Don't know if there was any sorts of money. Don't know if the other 2 individuals ran from the vehicle with that said cash, loot, proceeds of crime. However, at least 4 or 5 individuals were taken to the police. That individual that drove the Probox, the driver of the getaway drive, that did not get away, he was also taken to the hospital. Investigations are ongoing. More than likely, he is going to be charged. More than likely, if any source of information comes up saying that this individual was a part of a robbery, to the date or to that date when this incident took place, no further information was given. But based on the rate of speed in which he was going, we can only come to the conclusion that there was some sort of foul play being committed. However, him get bummy when him see the police and him crash, lost control, lick down the police officer ground, and then the other 2 run. Point blank and period.